Radio, the future of radio and podcast. No limit to what we do.
I-Axis Radio, WIAX, the future of radio and podcast. No limit to what we do.
Janelle, celebrity vocal coach right here, and I am a part of Give It Life.
And ratchet, we
And
bringing
real, extra ratchet, raunchy.
That'll be everywhere, like.
What we got coming up? Other shops is upstairs, but we down here by also, man.
This nigga got hit the wall off the set.
We leave that up to Rito.
They gon' wonder how we still here, still on top. We used to build here, top 5 punching the clock. Running the field here, it feels good coming around. After they hated, but now we run the town till we stuck in a wheelchair. We all share visions of hope and tell stories with dreams. We get the mixing like we giving you dope. And now we in position weekly, all access, extremities, ENT playing on I-Axis. Politics, top 40, building community from the X, applying that pressure, promoting unity, royalty, education, love and support. Dope music enough to feed souls, food for thought. This type of loyalty cannot be bought from a city where being real just cannot be taught. Listen in and you just might learn with Mr. You Already Know. Welcome to the return.
And welcome to the JAIME Talk Show on Access Radio, the best podcast for midweek into the weekend off right. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, along with my co-host, JAIME. You're ready. All right. Just let you know right now, we are on iAccessRadio.com. Tune in app, simple radio app, Access Radio. iAccess app on the App Store, Facebook at iAccess Radio, Twitter iAccess Radio, YouTube at iAccess, Twitch at iAccess Radio LLC, Mixcloud at Al Williams, on streaming TV on the Boxcast app or on your smart TV at Roku or Fire Stick, and Apple TV on iAccess Broadcast Channel. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We are going live worldwide, and we continue to pull some great things onto the show. And yes, indeed, we're about to get it going. And once we get JAIME, we're going to start off with the Health is Wealth and begin to do some things that everybody's going to enjoy for the evening. Davon Franklin will be joining us as well and be giving his feedback on his picks of the week. And then we'll have some current events provided by me afterwards, and our special guest interview, yes, with none other than Sister Pun herself, Nicole Rodriguez. So without any further ado, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, pass it over to JAIME's.
Hey, what's going on, family? What's going on? I'm out here on the road, but I wanted to make sure I was present with the family. It's always a treat, to get out here and share, share energy and then also share information, because we all on this health journey together. And as always, all the information provided is for informational purposes only. We are definitely not medical professionals, but we're here to help you take that healthy journey. I missed you guys last week. Mom's was, going through some medical issues. She actually had a case of spinal stenosis, so she had to have spinal surgery. Deep surgery, deep procedure you know what I'm saying? And, you know, and she already had underlying issues. So it's been a little challenging, you know what I mean? But like always, I know that, you know, all my co-hosts and, you know, all our listeners are always keeping us in prayer. So, you know, under the grace, you know, we're moving forward. So we're going to jump into this health conversation. And what I wanted to talk about today is gut health. You know, a lot of us, you know, we experience a lot of digestive issues, you know, gas and things like that. And, people experience things like leaky gut, you know, and other serious gut ailments. And there's a saying that good health starts in your gut. You know what I mean? And there's also a saying that, you know, your gut is your first mind. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we want to always be mindful that, you know, if we're on this health journey, you know, we want to always be cautious what we put into our temple, what we put into our gut, you know, what we digest, because everything matters, you know what I mean? And it's very critical that, you know, especially given today, everything is diluted, you know, with so many chemicals and byproducts. And also you have all these GMO foods. So when we think that we're getting a certain level or degree of nutrients, you know what I'm saying, we're not even getting what we used to get. So we have to be very vigilant, you know what I'm saying, and really pay attention to our body, you know. And one of the things that I wanted to highlight is, you know, first, like I said, you know, a lot of times we get a certain vibe, a certain feel, and we don't realize that it's, deriving from poor gut health, things that we may be ingesting or things that we fail to ingest, you know what I'm saying, or include into our diet. You know, we get things like fatigue, we experience weight loss, we experience nausea, you know, diarrhea, you know, bloating, and even, you know, itchy private parts, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, a lot of people don't understand that that's bacteria that, you know, can accumulate on certain parts in your body, you know, especially where there's a lot of moisture, you know, in our what they would call private parts. And, you know, in those areas, it's a very dark, moist area. So, you know, it's an easy environment for bacteria to build up. So again, you know, but if we're taking care of our insides, it's going to show on the outside. So we want to be very vigilant in making sure that we, you know, put the right things in this beautiful body of ours. So you know what I mean? So and one of the things that, because there's a such thing as a probiotic and then there's a prebiotic. You know what I mean? And basically the prebiotics are, you know, the fibers, you know, and various forms of fibers that we may ingest to clean our bodies out, you know, and to, you know, help our systems run, you know what I'm saying, normally, basically. You know, and the probiotics are actually healthy bacterias that we include in our diet to help, you know, our digestion and to help create a healthy flora within our abdomen or our gut area. So just let me, you know, I just wanted to start off by saying that. And one of the things that, you know, cause the main culprit of these things are parasites, you know, and parasites are basically a worm or bacteria that lives off the body but doesn't give you anything back, anything of benefit back, any nutrients. And, you know, in these parasites and these bacteria, they exist in our bodies. We go throughout our daily routines. We don't realize that, you know, we're suffering from, you know, these things within us, you know what I'm saying? And they're tearing us up from the inside out, you know. But, you know what I'm saying, there is a way to fight back. You know, there's certain herbs that you can ingest that are pretty much toxic to parasites. You know, some outright kill parasites and some are just toxic. And, you know, just like anything else, when the environment is not good for you, you get out. You know what I mean? So, and that's the same concept with parasites, you know. So, you know, things like black walnut hulls, you know, garlic, which, you know, we spoke about in a lot of conversations. It has a myriad of different benefits, just like the next item, cloves, you know what I'm saying? That little, you know, acorn looking little herb, you know what I mean? That's, you know, in pretty much all of our kitchens. And we don't even realize that that's a miracle medicine, you know what I'm saying? And it can help with so many different ailments, not just digestion, but other areas. But again, it all starts in the gut. So, we want to make sure that we ingesting these things, like I said, wormwood, black walnut hulls, garlic, cloves, and like I said, these things create a toxic environment for parasites where they cannot exist, makes them very uncomfortable. In a lot of cases, it outright kills and expels them. But before you even start this regimen of cleansing, you want to create the proper environment. There's something called bile salts. It's BILE, bile salts, and you can pick them up in most health food stores. And basically, what you want to do prior to, getting into your herbal cleansing, with some of the herbs that we just mentioned earlier, individually or collectively, you want to, pick up some bile salts, and for your first day, just run that and let it really like clean your system and really create the flora, so that way when you start your cleanse, your body doesn't have a negative reaction. You know what I'm saying? And then also you get to, your body can maximize these beautiful herbs that you're putting in your body, these foods, these herbs, however you want to frame it, you know what I mean? Because they're one and the same, you know what I mean? Because our food is our medicine. So, like I said, you want to start with the bile salts, for the first day of the cleanse. And then, you want to systematically add these other elements, like I indicated, cloves, garlic, black walnut hulls, and wormwood. And, and what you want to do is you want to try them individually, and just to see how your body responds to each one, you know what I'm saying? But you can use them in combination. Of course, you can use all of them together. You can use, one or two together, just to see how your body's going to react, you know what I mean? Because like I said, you don't want to shock your body, you know what I mean? And one of the most important things when you do your cleanse, you want to make sure that, you do it on an empty stomach, you know what I mean? So, you can open up, your bile ducts and your liver, you know what I'm saying? Get your liver and your bile ducts primed so that they can receive, you know what I'm saying, these good things that you're introducing to your body. So, one of the key things with cleansing, you got people going to McDonald's, they're going to KFC, they're going, you know what I'm saying, they're hanging out every weekend, and they say, well, I took a cleanse, you know what I'm saying? But, you're kind of negating the fact, negating the potency or the power of the things that you're putting in, because they don't have the proper environment to really activate the way they need. So you want to definitely be mindful that, like I said, first, if you get your hands on these bile salts, so that way you can, help, create this healthy flora in your gut area. So that way when you take the herbs, they have the maximum benefit. There's and then there's like probiotics, they're considered a healthy bacteria, and these healthy bacterias, can have a lot of different benefits. They can help with the production of vitamin K, vitamin K2, you know what I'm saying? They can help fortify your overall immune system. They can provide the body with a series of B vitamins, produce antioxidants, you know what I'm saying? Also help regulate blood sugars, so it's very important to, keep these healthy bacteria in your body, to include them into your diet, so that way you can help bring about a balance within your body. There's certain foods, of course, and we always talk about the things that you want to avoid, because like I said, a lot of it is deriving from bad diets. You're starting out, with the wrong foot, you're just putting anything in your mouth, and, and that's not the way, we should be living, you know what I mean? And, and like I said, I'm not here to beat up on anybody. And I always tell people, take baby steps, everything in moderation, you know what I mean? But things like, milk, excessive amounts of meat, carbs, things like that, you know what I'm saying, can lead to poor digestion, can create free radicals within your body, you know what I'm saying, and make it more difficult for your body to sustain its optimal health, because your body always wants to be healthy. That's the beautiful thing about our bodies. It's always striving to be healthy. So it's going to gravitate naturally to anything that's going to be beneficial to it. When you don't put the right things in your body, you feel your body, you get the mucus, phlegm, things like that. You know what I mean? And these are the environments that free radicals fester. And you want to, definitely, like I said, it's all about, creating the right environment. So, the good things work, at the optimum, degree, and the bad things don't want to stay in at all. So it's all, it has to do with environment. And, there's certain things that, one popular thing that, a lot of people engage in to help cleanse out the gut, to empty out the gut is, you know, people are, making apple cider drinks, taking apple cider vinegar, you know what I'm saying? And, the apple cider vinegar kills bacteria in the guts as well. So it's definitely a healthy practice, but just like anything else, you don't want to do anything in excess. We have a note here. Yes, I do make teas with these ingredients, to keep myself regulated. These are things that I do on a regular basis. This is why my doctor always asks me what I'm doing. And he asked me, can he get some of my blood? I'm like, no, only enough for the test. You know what I mean? But yes, you know what I'm saying?
Shouts out to Tyron Wiz behind enemy line who asked you the question. Shout out that good question.
Yes, absolutely. Great question. You know what I'm saying? And thank you for that. Definitely helps expand the conversation. We appreciate you. Another great herb that a lot of people use to cleanse the air, people that are into spirituality, into self-elevation, you know what I mean? Sage, a lot of people burn sage, they sage their homes, but it's also a wonderful herb to ingest. It helps again fight off bacteria. You know what I'm saying? It's also antifungal, so it helps fight off fungal infections. You know what I'm saying? And it just destroys a large range of pathogenic organisms. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the spectrum. And basically you take a night. Sage is a little tricky. They would say take a small bunch or a handful or a spoonful. So also when it's in its dry form, it's easy to break up. So you can actually crush it up and get a nice heaping tablespoon. You know what I'm saying? And steep it in a cup of water for about 15 minutes. And we spoke about steeping previously. And basically you want to get something porcelain, stainless steel container where that has a cover. You put the herb into the container, you drop the boiling water in there, and then you just let it sit. Some people, what they do is they boil their herbs for maybe like 5 to 10 minutes, and then they let it sit. You know what I mean? And this helps also to extract more of the benefits from the herb, the medicines that you're putting into your body. So, and these are just some of the things that you can utilize to get rid of some of these bad bacterias and keep a certain balance in your body. And then but one of the things that's most important is that you don't want to overload your body with garbage, because it does take away from the maximum effect of the treatments that you're undergoing, or the treatments that you're providing to yourself as your own doctor. You know what I mean? So you want to be very careful of not putting a lot of toxic things into your body. And then we mentioned prebiotics, and we said that prebiotics are basically fibers. Then you have but you have soluble and then you have insoluble. And soluble fibers are basically come in fruit forms like apples, bananas, and also oats, beans, barley. Those are considered soluble fibers. And basically what they do is they give bulk to your stool, so that as opposed to your stool not having a proper density for expulsion, it gives the bulk to it, so it helps your body really be able to grab this stuff and push it out of your body. And then you have the insoluble fibers, which are like vegetable based, some whole grains, wheat bran, things of that nature. But more so on the vegetable spectrum. And basically, what insoluble fibers do is they speed up the passage of food through the stomach, as opposed to soluble fibers that give you the bulk. You know what I'm saying? Insoluble fibers help pass it through your system more expediently. They help, just help it flow right out. So just really wanted to really point out that the difference between the soluble fibers and the insoluble fibers. And then again, we spoke about probiotics. Probiotics, and if you go to your local health food store, they have a lot of different items that probiotic items that you could pick up on the shelf, which some are beneficial, some are not so great. You really want to do your reviews and make sure that this is a probiotic that people experience and benefit from. And again, like I expressed in previous conversations, what works for one doesn't work for everybody. So sometimes you want to just kind of experiment with some of the stuff, but even before the experiment, you want to make sure that at least the reviews are decent. People are having good experiences, experiencing great results or good results. So that way you can see if it's a good, potential choice for yourself. But there are certain probiotics, that, like that come in a fur, that are really more natural. They're not over the counter, not, that you don't pick up in stores, that some of you do, well actually you do, but it's more on the food spectrum. These are things that you can ingest to and to help put that healthy bacteria into your body. Things like buttermilk, and basically is buttermilk is basically the leftover liquid in the formation of butter. You know what I mean? And it's sometimes referred to grandma's probiotic. You know what I mean? The uncultured buttermilk. You know what I mean? Because the uncultured buttermilk is stuff that you normally would get on farms. You know what I'm saying? So this is the most natural form of buttermilk that you can obtain. Things that are naturally made. Made on in natural environments. So and it's an age-old treatment. You know what I'm saying? People have been taking it for years. People still take it. And you want to make sure that this is your buttermilk is cultured. You know what I'm saying? I mean, excuse me, it's not cultured. Excuse me, because when it's cultured, it basically takes out the kills the beneficial bacteria. Takes the benefit away from it. That's when they put it through all these processes. So you want to get the uncultured buttermilk because, like I said, this is where you're going to get the maximum benefit. And then another probiotic, something that a lot of people don't even realize that they eat on their hot dogs, but the problem is you need to eat it without the hot dog. Sauerkraut, which is basically fermented cabbage. And in addition to it providing the probiotics, it also provides fiber, vitamin C, and vitamin K. And of course, you want to get it unpasteurized. You know what I mean? Because like I said, pasteurization. These chemical processes, they kill the benefit. From a lot of these things that we're putting in our system to actually bring us to benefit. So like I said, with the buttermilk, you want to make sure you get the uncultured buttermilk, and then sauerkraut, you want to make sure that you get the the unpasteurized, you know what I mean? Because the unpasteurized sauerkraut is really what's going to bring you the maximum benefit. And something else that a lot of people enjoy, pickles, are basically fermented cucumbers and salt and water. Now, people do make pickles and vinegar as well, and that's something that you don't want to do because the vinegar actually kills the live probiotics. So if you're having pickles, you want to make sure that the pickles are just pickles that are fermented in salt and water, and that's it. So and these things are very important that you look out for certain specific things, so that way you can again make sure that you're getting the maximum benefit. Something else that is, you see it in the shelves that's becoming a little more popular recently. They call it kombucha. You know what I'm saying? And basically what kombucha is, you see it in the stores and they have the different flavors. They have the pineapple, they have the, different fruit flavored kombucha, and basically what kombucha is fermented black or green tea, you know, um, and the problem with, the product that you buy in the store in a lot of cases, they have a sugar additive. And again, we want to always avoid as much sugar, refined sugar as possible, the different formats of sugar, because it's one of your body's worst enemies. Um, excuse me. The next item would be yogurt, you know, um, but the trick is not all yogurts contain probiotics. You know, um, you know, you get the kind that you want to get again the kind that doesn't have sugar, what I'm saying? And you want to make sure you get the kind with live or active cultures, nothing processed, artificial. You want to make sure that it's, everything is live and active, and make sure they don't have the sugar additives. And the problem with the this type of yogurt is that it's not the most flavorful. It's not, a lot of people like the flavored yogurts with the sugar and all the things that are pre-added, but you can always add your own fruits to the yogurt, so that way you can, get the flavor that you're looking for, to offset the taste, so that way you can enjoy it a little bit more. And then they also have things like coconut and cashew yogurt, coconut and cashew yogurt. Most people don't know that they have those types of things, but they have those as well. And then you can also add, the yogurt to your smoothies as well, just to get it into your system. Um, and then there's another item which I came across, is called kefir. And kefir is made by adding kefir grains to cow or goat's cultures, or lactate. Or lactate based bacteria, what I'm saying, or yeast. So basically they get this kefir grain and they add it to the cow or goat's milk, and they allow it to naturally culture, you know what I mean? And like I said, and it creates these beneficial lactate acids and bacterias, and as well as yeast. And this kefir is actually comparable to yogurt, but slightly better, and has a slightly more benefit than yogurt. So these are items that you definitely want to get into your diet. And then the thing about with yogurt and kefir is that most people that are lactose intolerant, they don't have a negative effect to these foods, because of the process that they put them in the probiotic content. So yeah, I definitely encourage you, even if were deemed or diagnosed as lactose intolerant, to try these probiotics. What I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you would experience great benefits from these foods. What I mean? And just find creative ways to include them in your diet. Like I say, you add them to fruits. You add them to some of your favorite dishes. You add them to your smoothies. And these are things that you want to get creative with, because they're very important to include in your diet.
And that's it. You could check Jamie out each and every Wednesday, 6:25 on the PCNT show on Access Radio. Jamie, let them know if they want to contact you outside the show, where they could contact you at.
Well, you can simply email me. My email address is double A, which is AAAPEXX@gmail.com. I'm also on Instagram, Jamie KB Sanders. That's Jamie, JAMIE, the letter K, the letter B, Sanders. On Instagram, you can find me on Instagram. You can message me through our website. I have a youth organization. We work with the youth around the space of entrepreneurship. And our website is uepmp.org. Again, that's U, the letter U, the letter E, pmp.org. So, and you can, reach out to me with, through any of these mediums. And also, you know, you can also reach out to me via phone. My phone number is 914-497-2161. You know, I'm always looking to have conversations and, you know, help people with that health journey. You know, I'm also a financial professional. So if you need to get that financial health in place, you know, I'm there for you too. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, family, you know, I appreciate you all. It was, you know, great spending time and energy with you. You know, I love my brothers, my co-hosts, you know what I'm saying, our engineers in the background, because none of it would be possible without all of us. Peace.
Absolutely. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, check out JAIME on X-Tremitiez. So we're going to take a break. We're going to come back with DAVON's after these messages.
Quiero sorprender a la novia mía con algo bonito.
Más o menos por qué.
Todavía no sé.
Acompáñame a llegar hasta el cielo, a sentarnos en una nube a conversar, que cada rayo de sol alumbre tu mirar, para ver en tus ojos eso que me hace volar. Oh, wow. Dame un pedacito de amor, colócalo en mi alma, ven y llena este vacío, por favor. Un pedacito de amor, devuélveme las alas y caminemos de la mano junto a Dios. Oh, oh. Hoy vivo un nuevo amanecer por una hermosa mujer que ha cambiado mis mañanas. Tú casi todo florecer, has penetrado mi piel, has revivido las ganas. Ven, respiremos el aire que lleva amor como aroma y revivió mi esperanza. Basta con solo mirarte o tan siquiera abrazarte para saber qué me pasa. Un pedacito de amor, colócalo en mi alma, ven y llena este vacío, por favor. Un pedacito de amor, devuélveme las alas y caminemos de la mano junto a Dios. Oh, oh. Oh, oh. Oh, oh. ¿Cómo hacer sin ti, si nada de esto es igual? ¿Cómo hacer para vivir con este amor terrenal? Yo sigo loco esperando, tú solo dime hasta cuándo. Seguiré buscándote. Acompáñame a llegar hasta el cielo. Dame un pedacito de amor, colócalo en mi alma, ven y llena este vacío, por favor. Un pedacito de amor, devuélveme las alas y caminemos de la mano junto a Dios. Oh, oh. Oh, oh. Oh, oh. Juan, que la diferencia tú sabes. A&X al cover, Stereo Sun Entertainment. Oh yes, Team Monkey Entertainment, man.
Welcome back to the Extremity TNT podcast. Your host, Jose Rivera, my co-host. There he is, DAVON Franklin and Jamie Sanders. How you doing, DAVON? DAVON, can you hear us?
Yo, what's going on with you, man?
What's going on? All right, so I don't know if you saw the list that I sent in to Al. You get a chance, check out the chat. You can see the list that's going on for DAVON pick of the week. So it just took the initiative. So you could go right on ahead and take a look at the list and introduce the songs if you like.
All right, cool. All right, we're gonna get into our first joint. Is gonna be JC Soul, Our Groove, and we're just gonna get into that right quick on the Extremities ENT show on iAccess Radio.
He changed my life, oh, he made it right. Now I won't be alone for another night. He came to me unexpectedly. Now I'm that girl in a fantasy. Since we got my groove, everything's brand new. Now we're stuck like glue. Since we got our groove. Oh, life was good, but I had it down. But something was missing when you were around. Now, every time that I think of us, don't have to worry about that other stuff. Since we got our groove, everything's brand new. Now we're stuck like glue. Since we got our groove. Every day is like a dream to me. Oh, I don't ever wake me up. Each moment brings us closer to running through heaven's door. Days winding down, when the sweet rhythm of our love is the only sound. We'll share the joy of a life of living in paradise, in a sky there, rising sun and shining through. Everything is so we got the groove, baby. My baby filling up my soul with love. Since we got our groove, we better going like the moon above. Since we got our groove, filling up my soul with love. Since we got our groove, we better shining like the stars above. Since we got our groove, baby, filling up my soul with love. Since we got our groove, we better go like the moon above. Since we got our groove, my baby, filling up my soul with love.
That's right. Fix it. Like that. So that was what do you that was good.
Yeah, JC Soul, our Grove. Yeah, it was pretty damn. Yeesh. Difficulties today, so it's okay. It's okay. We'll get on to the next record. My Sweetness on X-Tremitiez ENT show on ISS Radio.
You're my vitamin C, daily dose of you. Got my heart immune. And no one else but you. You're my vitamin C, daily dose of you. Got my heart immune. To no one else but you. No one else can compete. Your sweetness, my weakness. You can't sugar what's together. You just do it for me. My sweetness, just as sweet as can be. Treat me like a queen, I can't help but think this could be the real thing for me. Your sweetness, my weakness. So much fun on the Friday alone. You give all that I need. My sweetness. Whatever form, make me see my thanks every storm. You make everything sweet in a world so cool. Needless to say, I think I found God. Sweet. Oh, no one can compete. My sweetness. My
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That was Michonne Young, Sweetness on the X-Tremitiez ENT show on IXS Radio. Yo, shout out. What's going on, Jamie? The next record we're going to get into is actually a new release by a legendary group, After 7, featuring Stokely. The song is called The Day. We're going to get into this record right here, right now on X-Tremitiez ENT show on IXS Radio. Let's go.
First day you walked in my life, earth shook and my heart capsized. I never saw it coming, though I was captivated from the start. So I shook off those butterflies, said how I feel inside. How was I to know it would be a revolution of the heart? What's the day that changed everything? The day that made my heart sing. Now things will never be the same. What's the day that changed everything? What's the day that changed everything? You know you made my heart sing. And things will never be the same. Because the day that changed everything. Was in a state of affairs. My life distorted everywhere. Yes, I wanted better, but didn't know how to codify. I got to a point with no cares, alone with no one to share. It was a revelation, a miracle appeared in my life. Was the day that changed everything. The day that made my heart sing. Now things will never be the same. What's the day that changed everything? What's the day that changed everything? You know you made my heart sing. Things will never be the same. What's the day that changed everything? Stuck in a loop, I couldn't get out. Thought I was happy till you looked and smiled at me from afar. I knew that I had to stop. Avoiding intimacy, I pushed it all away. Then here comes the magic, it showers me, and you said to me, oh, what's the day that changed everything? Yeah, my heart said, changed everything, yeah. You don't know it, I'm playing. You changed me, changed everything. That you changed everything, change everything, don't change everything.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome back to ENT on IXS Radio. That was After 7 featuring Stokely, The Day. The next one we're going to get into is the record that we did debut last week. The gospel group Trinity One Sound is called Fire. It's Fire. So get into this these ENT show on IXS Radio. Let's go.
Jeremiah 20:9 says, it's just like fire. Shut up in my mouth.
That's it, girl. Come on, let's bring it in. Come on.
Jeremiah said it's just like fire. Shut up in my mouth.
And if you
want, we will take it higher. So let's get on the mic and go. Jeremiah said it's just like fire.
what is it? Shut up
in my mouth. And if you want, he can take you higher. So let's get on the mic and go. It's just like fire.
Yeah, come on.
Shut up in my bones. It's just like fire.
What is it?
Shut up in my bones. It's just like fire.
Shut up
in my bones. It's just like fire. Shut up in my bones. It's just like fire, 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 fire. So dry bones, we won't get up from here.
Let them know that you're willing and sincere. So get ready, you better believe it. Oh, the Lord, the Lord set your soul on fire in here. So now go on and get up from here. Make a declaration to God that you're willing and sincere. And prove ourselves ready. Come on. So get ready, you better believe it. The Lord God himself will set your soul on fire in here. Come on. Just like fire. Jeremiah said, shut up in my throne. It's just like fire. Where is it? Shut up in my throne. It's just like fire. Shut up in my throne. Shut up in my throne. It's just like fire. Shut up in my throne. It's just like fire. Shut up. Shut up in my throne. It's just like fire. Shut up in my throne. It's just like fire. I'm sincere about it. Shut up in my throne. It's just like fire. Shut up in my throne. What? You mean it's not fire, but it's water. Good God, I know. The bones that were dry, God declared that body has life again. Be willing to stand and let the water of God wash it, change it, make it, save it, y'all play a game with me now. Maybe like water, but it's fine, it's done. Maybe like water, but it's fine, it's done. It may be like fire. Maybe like water. It may be like water. Maybe like water. But it's fine, it's fine. Fire, it's fine. Maybe like water, but it's fine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. That was Trinity One Sound Fire on X-Tremitiez ENT show on iAccess Radio. The next song that we're going to get into is from the actor turned singer, Mr. Christian Keys. Get Involved. We're going to get into that record. We're going to get involved. So let's get involved. Let's go.
Peanut, get the horns out. This is about to be funky. Sway, the funk don't have no chaperone. The funk don't have no curfew. The funk is just the funk, man. You better get involved. Get involved. Get involved. Don't just stand there on the wall. Gotta get involved. Gotta get involved. Hey. You keep seeing this fine little thing that you really want to talk to. Heartbeat starts to race a little bit when they walk through. Don't just stand there, do something. What you waiting on, move something. Better hurry up and shoot your shot. You might not get another chance. You gotta get involved. Man, get involved. Don't just stand there on the wall. You gotta get involved. You better get involved. Say, how long you gonna sit there thinking about all the things that you wanna do? Scared to death to take your first step cause it might not come through. You gonna spend your whole life getting shoulda, woulda, coulda, and you never gonna answer the call. Gotta remind yourself you bad as hell. Now go ahead, get involved. You gotta get involved. Man, listen, you gotta get involved. Don't just stand there on the wall. You're better than that. You gotta get involved. You gotta get involved. Whatever that thing is, if you really need it, if you really want it, if you really mean it, you gotta lean into it. So you gotta lean into it. Say it again for the people in the back. that thing is, if you really need it, if you really want it, if you really need it, you gotta lean into it. That's it. You gotta lean into it. You gotta get involved. Get involved. Get involved. Get involved. Get involved. Get involved. Get involved.
I said what I said. Get involved with your life, with the things you're passionate about. Get involved.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome back to the Extremities ENT show on IXS Radio. That was Chris. Shout out to Platinum Delivery for all this the send-ins, you know what I'm saying, for the music, you know what I'm saying, appreciate it, and everybody else that sends in the music, appreciate it. Next song we're gonna get into is Nigel by the and the record's gonna be, it's called Can't Stop the Love. That's radio. Let's go.
All right. Hey, you know I can't stop the love. You want to stop the love? Can't stop now. Can't stop. I can't stop. I can't stop now. You know I can't stop the love, baby. Can't stop the love. Can't stop now. Never stop now. Think about you after, baby. I don't know you want to love you daily. I can never spend enough time with you. Anything you want, anytime. But with you, I will anything to make you smile. Yeah. Even if I only get stuck with you, it's worthwhile. Yeah. Nobody love you like me. Tell them that it's sweet you off your feet. If you alone, I can't let you be. I would love to keep you coming from me. I can't stop you. Want to stop the love, can't stop now. Can't stop, I can't stop, I can't stop now. I can't stop the love, baby. Can't stop the love, can't stop now. Yeah, I can see the look in your eyes. Won't you tell me how you feel inside? I know the love is real and it's alive. Ain't I? Alright, you can be the love of my life. Ain't no reason to be shy. To hide our feelings, but I know that you're mine. Let me up on my side. Nobody love me like you. Nobody surprise me the way you do. Girl, you know I can't let you lose. You are the only one to see my view. Want to stop the love, can't stop now. Can't stop, I can't stop, I can't stop now. Can't stop the love, baby. Stop the love, can't stop now. Never stop now. I love you, you're my best friend. It never ends, it only begins. See, I love you, you're my star. Deep in my heart, you can't go too far. You